So I am actually out on a walk and I just had to stop. I was listening to a podcast and it just made me think and want to reflect a little bit, and I wanted to share with you all. I am currently in Japan. I play professional softball here, and this is now my fourth year playing over here. But back in 2015, when I graduated college, I got an offer to come play here as well, and I said no. I post college was burnt out. I was lost. I didn't know really how to navigate what I was feeling, or where to go from where I was at that point in my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was so burnt out that I thought maybe I wanted to go in a completely different direction than softball. But here I am. So I wanted to just share a little bit of that backstory and the gap from when I graduated to where I am now playing over in Japan. The biggest thing that I could have done for myself back when I first made the decision to come over here was get out of my comfort zone, to do something that I had not done, that was completely different than what I had been doing. I was in this just rut of a life. I felt like I was so lost. I was unhappy. I was doing what I did and had moments of enjoying playing, and I was still continuing to play for the USA national team, but I was miserable as a person. And now doing something completely different, and like I said, jumping out of my comfort zone, making the decision to finally come over here and play after I had said no so many times that I'm not ready, or I don't really know, or I'm playing on the USA team, so I'm still playing. I don't need to go over and play in Japan. All these excuses I was giving myself. And I can say now, being over here for 4 years, it was the absolute best decision I could have made for not only me as a person, but as an athlete. Man, I, in 2018, did not make the USA national team. And that was a big moment in my career and life, because the following year would be the Olympic year. And I didn't make the USA team, right? My whole dream was to go to the Olympics and play in the Olympics, and I didn't make that team the year before they were supposed to pick the Olympic team. And so I finally decided, I had this like aha moment when I didn't see my name on that roster. I said, I'm freaking making that next roster. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to do things that I didn't do before, because obviously it wasn't working and didn't get me to where I needed to go. I'm going to do those things and get out of my comfort zone and do something different, be something different, to make that team, to be better, not even just for me as an athlete and wanting to be an Olympian, but to just be better and happier and do something that was for me, that was going to make me better and in a better place. Like I said, I was in a rut. I was struggling mentally, physically. I was unmotivated. I had all these things, but the whole time, when an opportunity would present itself, I gave myself the excuse on why I shouldn't be doing it, why I didn't want to do it, why it wasn't the right choice for me. But now, looking back, like I said, 4 years being in Japan, saying yes in 2018 to playing over here, to leaving my family, my wife, my, friends for more than half the year, most of the years, is very hard, was and is very hard. But I will say it has been the best decision, the best thing I could have done for myself. I have grown tremendously as an athlete, as a person, and I could tell you all of these stories about how great it has been and how much I continue to get knocked down and get myself back up, on just how much growth I have learned and done for myself over here as a professional softball player. That has also helped me back in the States. That has also put me back on that Olympic team, that got me to improve my mindset, improve my pitching mental game. Everything that has gone into it was meant to be. But I will say, if you don't push yourself to make that decision that you don't really want to do, or that you don't really know if it's going to work out for sure or not, you're never going to know. You're never going to feel what it feels like to get past the hard moment and into something great that you were unsure of but worked out. You're never going to feel that if you don't say yes, if you don't try, if you don't go for it, if you don't do something that's uncomfortable. In the moment, it sucks. In the moment, we never want to do it. And there's been so many moments in my career that I have felt that and been in that stuck place. But I tell you, every single time that I make a decision to say yes to something hard and uncomfortable, on the other side of it is something so much better, so much more rewarding, because you put in the work, you said yes to something hard, and you got better at it every single day, and it improved you as a person, as an athlete, it improved your mindset, it improves your happiness. I can tell you from experience that it is worth it to do something you are not used to, do something out of your comfort zone to make you better.